Hey, what's up, Aries? So, welcome in more few reading. Yeah, I guess that's it. So if you are an Aries Sun or Rising, then feel welcome to watch this video, I guess. And the space is cleaned, and I guess we can get started, right? So, the first card, Aries, that you got for the month of August is the Eight of Cups reversed. Okay, so what's interesting is I kind of get the feeling like you are trying to maybe get away from something, but you are not kind of able to. But we'll get to that with next cards, so you can clarify that. So we have the King of Cups reversed. So maybe there are some feelings you are trying to escape, but you are not kind of able to. You maybe try to hide those feelings from others or maybe from yourself. But, you know, the reality is that you still have those feelings, whatever these feelings might be, whatever they might be connected to. It doesn't even have to be love or something like that, just some feelings you have in yourself and you are trying to reject. You are trying to escape, okay? But we'll get into that. So we have the Ace of Swords reversed, okay? So, yeah, you are kind of trying to do illusions for yourself and kind of change the way you view the world, but for the worse, because you are kind of rejecting those feelings you have inside of you. But the reality is not that. This is not the reality, okay? So you are just kind of rejecting this from your reality, but the truth is that those feelings are still there. This is something you are trying to reject, okay? The next card is Seven of Wands reversed. Yeah, you are kind of trying to fight them, okay? I don't know why you are trying to hide this. Yeah, but you are trying to fight those feelings and escape them, reject them, pretend that they are not there, but they are, okay? I don't know. Okay, so we have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. Okay, so maybe you are trying to maybe be comfortable. Okay, I kind of get the feeling like you are trying to escape or reject or pretend those feelings are not there because you are trying to be comfortable. You are not willing to kind of get out of your comfort zone, maybe. Maybe it's just easier for you to ignore those feelings and pretend they are not there, fight with them, because it's more comfortable for you, okay? It doesn't have to be maybe feelings, but just something related to your emotions, like something really like immature, I would say. Maybe like I don't know, I just get the feeling that you are trying to fight something, some feelings, something to related to your feelings, but yeah, that's my phone. But it's not kind of healthy, I would say. You just do this because you don't want to get out of your comfort zone. You are more comfortable ignoring those feelings or this thing that you are kind of related emotionally to, okay? So the next card is the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so it might be related to something you work on. It might be related to work, but I kind of get the feeling like it's mostly related to the thing that you are working on, okay? So it might be that maybe it's something that you are emotionally related to, some work, something you are focusing on and putting in the effort, and you feel something towards it, but you are trying to reject this, okay? I kind of get a think like it might have for some of you to do something with failure or just something childish behavior in that workspace, I would say. But in just something you are putting in the work, okay? There's something there's some feelings you are trying to fight or ignore in this thing you are working on. Okay, it doesn't have to be job, okay? For some of it might be the job, but I get the feeling like if you are emotionally connected to this, it might be just something you are passionate about, something you are working in your spare private time, okay? Yeah, and I guess we will, yeah, okay, we have the 10 of Wands reversed. Okay, so there's something that is making you really tired, and if you will not kind of get keep yourself in this comfort zone, you kind of get to think like you will just like crash. Okay, you will crash if you will just not fight those feelings or this something. Okay, so that's something I get. You just have those feelings or thoughts. I just get mostly like feelings about this thing you are working on, this passion or whatever this is, but you are trying to ignore those and stay in your comfort zone because you feel like if you will not do this, if you will not ignore those feelings, fight them or anything like that, then you will just crash, okay? But we'll get more into that right now with more cards. So the first card is the Page of Swords reversed. Yeah, you are closed-minded about something, okay? You are not seeing the full picture with this Ace of Swords, okay? You are not seeing the full picture. You are trying to, you are focusing too much on the negative things about the situations. You are trying to keep yourself focused on this one thing that maybe didn't work out. Because you have here like the childish behavior, that's why I kind of get a feeling like you are really like, how to say this? There's something with some failure maybe, or something just like related to this passion and emotions, and you are really like focused on something and you are really like close-minded about something. You are not just seeing the full picture, okay? And I kind of get a feeling like you don't want to even maybe see the full picture, okay? Because you feel like it will not be good for you, like you will crash. Because maybe you don't want to release something, you don't want to see the truth about something, about this thing you're working on. This passion, this something you put in the work. You just want to stay in your comfort zone, in your kind of illusions. The next card is the Star. Yeah, you are kind of trying to have hope, I would say. So maybe you are kind of ignoring some failures or something like that, but I kind of don't get that feeling, because it's something like you're either focusing more on the negative sides than positive, I would say, in some unhealthy way. But you're still trying to kind of have this hope, okay? It's kind of messy here. I don't know the full situation, I would say. The next card is the Ten of Swords. So again, we have something that is crushing you. Something you fight with, okay? But you definitely have like closed mindset, and you are kind of not thinking straight, I would say. You are not kind of, you are maybe more in control of the feelings control you more, and you are not kind of focusing on logic. You just let your emotions and feelings control you in that way, and you have some childish behavior about this, and there's some feelings you are trying to ignore about this situation, this thing you are working on, that you are trying to escape them and fight them, because you feel like if you will let them like in, it will kind of crush you. But wait, it's kind of still messy. I must kind of get into this, but let's pull out more cards. So we have the Ten of Pentacles, okay? There's some completion, because we have like this Nine of Cups and this Ten of Pentacles. There's some completion, okay? Give me a second. I kind of get the thing like you are trying to escape something, like maybe not the feelings, but there's something that is keeping you away from this completion of this thing that you're working on. You are fighting for something and you are crushed by something all the time. There's some end and you are not kind of seeing the things straight because you kind of let your feelings control you, kind of. Okay, so you kind of now see things more clearly. There's definitely something that ended, but you are not kind of willing to let go of the past, I would say. And that's why you are not thinking straight. Okay, so now I get it. Okay, so one more time, let's clear it out. There's something that is kind of ended and it's a complete end for you. It just crushed you to the ground and you can't just let go of this past, of this thing that happened. I mean, this thing that ended, it might have happened in the near past or it might happen in the August. But it just is complete end and it's crushing you and you just can't escape the past, you just can't let go. You are just keep like holding on and you are still in this childish emotions, you can't let go of them and you are still kind of very focused on that and closed-minded, and your way of thinking, you are very like as I said, you are not thinking straight. You are focusing on those emotions you still have with this past, and it's keeping you from thinking straight with logic. You let your emotions control you. Those childish emotions, okay? This childish behavior, this just very immature behavior, feelings and stuff like that. You're just still holding on to this and you let those emotions control you, and that's why you are completely not seeing the world as it is. You're just not objective. As I said, you are still focused on this past. And I think like that is what's keeping you from this completion, I would say. That might be what is keeping some of you from this completion of this thing. Okay? And you are still fighting with something. You are still fighting about this past. Like, this past just ended. This thing that happened in the past that ended is just end. And you are still kind of holding on and trying to fight for this, but it's useless. Because you still have this hope, but this thing is ended and you are not maybe... I don't see like this is impossible to kind of fix this thing that ended in the past, but the point is that you don't have like the right perspective. You don't have the right attitude to this. As I said, you are controlled by your feelings. You are not kind of seeing straight. You are holding on. You're forcing the past to stay. This thing that ended. So no, the point is, this situation that ended. This thing that ended. The point is, it is not, it is maybe fixable, but the point is you are not right now having the good, you are not in the good state of mind, you are not having the good mindset to fix this, okay? So that's just the good advice that I would give you, so keep that in mind. Also, there's definitely something you will be, as I said, working on in the month of August. You will be definitely working on something, and I kind of get a feeling like it will bring you a lot of satisfaction and a lot of kind of completion. It might be related to your family, or maybe like animals, maybe, with playing, with strategies, with playing and planning things. I don't know, about constructing maybe things. I don't know, I just kind of say what I see. But yeah, maybe just even with learning things, but you will be just like generally like working on something. But let's get more cards. So we have the 9 of Wands reversed. So yeah, kind of no way out, okay? There's you are not seeing the way out of some situation. And it's probably related to this thing you are still holding on. So you are trying to have hope, but deep inside you know this is the end. but your ego is still kind of telling you like, yeah, there's still hope, go, your feelings are controlling you, like, you know what I mean. And you'll be like in this state of mind that all is lost, there's no way and stuff like that. And I kind of get a feeling like this thing you are passionate about and you'll be working on will be like your escape from the world, from this thing that ended. Okay, that's kind of what I get, but there's a lot of message. If I have to be honest. Knight of Wands reverse, okay? There's some backing up, there's some backing off, I mean. Okay, so what I get is at the beginning of the month, you will be mostly like still holding on to this past, having this unhealthy mindset, holding on to this thing, but later on you'll be just like completely giving up and backing off, like, okay, this is done, I am just done with this. I am not fighting for this anymore. I am going to bed. I am going to sleep for the next week. So that's kind of what I mean by giving up. You will be just like miserable, and I kind of, as I said, you're only like what I would say. Your only like escape from this feeling will be this thing you are passionate about. But yeah, you'll be definitely backing off from this thing, or maybe for some of you will be just backing off generally from something. But yeah, you'll be just like completely losing hope in this, and you'll be just understanding that what is done, and this is the end. But you'll be backing off in the bad mindset, like, you know, like giving up in the wrong way. Like kind of depressed, I would say, a little. But the next card is the Page of Pentacles. So we have some ideas, okay? We have some, as I said, you will be focusing on some hobbies, and as I said, this might be about having some creativity, about constructing something, as I said, because for some of you, I kind of get like making some strategies or how to say this, projecting things. Or constructing things, kind of this type of things. Some of you might, as I said, focusing on, will be passionate about doing things like constructing some things or stuff like that, like creative stuff, like you see him like holding those things. You'll be just like building physically some things, or you know, like what I want to say, I don't know, like planning some houses on the drawing some houses, plans, stuff like that. Something just with constructing and building things, like not all of you, but you know what I mean, like doing some things with your hands and stuff like that, physically. But not for all of you. It might be also some playing stuff like that. Not for all of you, but just saying what I see here. But yeah, okay, so now the next card is the Magician. Okay, so yeah, basically just you kind of with this Page of Pentacles and this Eight of Pentacles, you'll be definitely like starting something new, escaping to your passion, because yeah, I get a lot of like feeling of escaping to your passion. Like you see him kind of being like in this closed room with almost no light, and just him and his tools, and he just doing what he's passionate about or what he wants to do. And it will be you like completely closing off the door and completely focusing on this passion you have, on this thing you are focusing on or wanting to accomplish, and it will be just like you completely escaping and focusing on that completely, and it would be just like your escape from these things that are going on around you in the month of August. So yeah, that's what I see, and I feel like it might bring you, as I said, a lot of satisfaction and completion, this thing that you will be focusing on. So even if it will be escape, it will be good kind of escape, because it will still kind of make you happy, and it is not kind of unhealthy. I mean, like, yeah, escaping from the world is kind of unhealthy, but yeah, you know what I mean. This will be like passion that makes you relaxed and happy and stuff like that, and just yeah, remember about eating, sleeping, and stuff like that. But yeah, you know what. However, yeah, yeah, we have how it was called. I always forget it. It was the Knight of Swords. Yeah, so you'll be kind of guiding yourself somewhere. You'll be kind of knowing where to go, kind of. Also, I feel like at the beginning, as I said, you'll be kind of really like controlled by your emotion. Like you see, this knight is being guided by this person, right? And just imagine like this person is your feelings and they are guiding you, and it is just you basically at the beginning of August with those feelings that are controlling you. But yeah, later on you'll be like guiding yourself out of the situation, or just escaping to these passions. The next card is the Empress reversed. Okay, yeah, it's you kind of being too much. Okay, it's you kind of caring too much, and you kind of trying too much, and you just too much. Okay, too much of doing things. And on the other hand, at the end of July, at the end of August, it will be just you doing too less. Okay, because it is very unbalanced. Okay, because at the beginning of August you'll be trying too much, and at the end of August you'll be not trying at all. Okay, so if it is something that you'll be really like wanting to fix the situation that ended, then and if you see that there's still hope of fixing that, then totally giving up on that later on is kind of like, you know what I mean, really like unbalanced. So you will be at the beginning of August like too much, and at the end of August like too less. So yeah, just keep that balance and keep that in mind. And we have the King of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, I kind of get like this thing that ended, this thing that is done right now. You're kind of were not expecting this at all, that it will end and stuff, and you are just like completely not prepared for this. And I kind of get a feeling like in the month of August you'll be like completely not knowing what the hell you should do, okay, about this thing that happened, because you completely didn't see that coming. This thing that happened, I mean, like this thing that will end or will probably like happen, as I said, in the near past, like in the July or in the August, beginning of August, something like that. But what I have in mind is you probably know what I am talking about, like something ended, something just is done. And yeah, you were completely not prepared for that, and that's why you will be not completely sure what are you actually doing. That's why you'll be not really guarded and conscious that your emotions are kind of controlling you at the beginning, and maybe your ego. And yeah, later on you'll be just like completely like not knowing what to do. So then you'll be just like, okay, I'm out, and you'll be just gone doing your passions and trying to escape this thing. And yeah, that kind of energy. We have the Strength. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so I kind of get feeling like what I got in my mind is you'll be looking for strength in your passion. So that's kind of deep, but that's exactly what I got in my mind when I pulled this card. You kind of looking for your strength in this passion, this thing you will be passionate about. I mean, it doesn't have to be like thing you are passionate about, but just something you will be doing and focusing on, and to just bring you this escape that you escape to. Oh my god. Just my notifications. But yep. So I kind of get a feeling like in August you'll be mostly like looking back for your strength, looking for the ways you can get it back and kind of put yourself together after this end. So yeah, and you'll be kind of like looking for this in this thing you'll be focusing on, and you'll be escaping to. Maybe in the solitude, because I kind of get a feeling like you'll be doing this thing in the solitude, as I said, in the closed room, and you'll be just like sitting doing this thing. And that's why I think because as I said, this thing that you'll be focusing on, for most of you, it might be like manual, like doing something physical with hands. And I think like that's what will actually bring you the strength back, because, you know, as you do something manually, you have like this time to kind of think in your head, because you don't have to think when you do something with hands, you know, like you just do something, okay? And so you'll be kind of having this time and this alone time to kind of think this thing through, and I think that's what will kind of get you this strength back for most of you. But yeah, just basically in the month of August, you'll be like escaping to something you'll be focusing on, working on, and it will kind of give you this strength back, okay? It will help you like put yourself together again. The next card is the Nine of Swords. Okay, so it's you basically like trying to fix the situation, okay? You see him like having those nightmares and stuff, but you see him like having this knife here and having those pills here, so he's trying, he's having the problem, but he's trying to fix this. It's you basically, but at the end those things won't work out and you just give up, okay? So that's something like that, but I kind of get a feeling it will really like be bothering you, and you'll be just like kind of obsessed about this at the beginning of August, like really trying, really having this bad unhealthy mindset about this, really closed-minded, because you'll be controlled by those feelings and stuff, and you'll be just like completely not prepared for this end. So yeah, you just didn't see this coming, so I'm not kind of surprised that you'll be for a while controlled by those feelings, and you'll be not wanting to let go of this past, because you were not prepared for this past thing to go. So be still trying like, what just happened? Why is it gone? Why did it end? Okay, so it's kind of you like thinking and, you know, like what I can do to fix it, like what did I even do? What happened? Okay? So yeah, the next card is the Five of Wands. Okay, it's you kind of having the fair fight, but I kind of, what I got in mind is that it is a fight between you and yourself, okay? So as I said, it's not, the point is that the situation may be, I don't know your situation, but I kind of get a feeling like for some of you the situation may be fixable, but the point is like you don't have the right mindset right now to fix this, because I said you are not completely ready to this to end, okay? That's why you'll be not ready to fix that, because you at the beginning you have to process this information and kind of think about what you can do. So you can fix the situation if you don't even know what happened and how and why, and if you are controlled by those feelings, okay? You have to have this time to think about this. And but I kind of get a feeling like you still have this chance to fix this, but you just have to balance things out first of all. I mean, like, I don't want to make you hope or something, but I'm just saying, like for some of you it might be that the situation is fixable, like maybe it's not completely done, but there's maybe in future coming something, maybe something in future that it might fix the situation, but you just have to first of all wait and give yourself time to kind of process those things and think straight about the situation, okay? Because I kind of get a feeling like this thing that ended, you have like fair chances to fix that if you want, and if you will have the right mindset to fix that, to improve the situation. The next card is the King of Swords reversed. And I will have to pull out my notebook. It was something with not helping or something, but I don't know. Swords. Oh, we have swords. King of Swords, king. Okay, you have it. Oh, exactly You guys, exactly. It's you not willing to kind of how to say this, process some things. You kind of not willing to accept some knowledge, the truth. As I said, I kind of talked about this already. Like, you are not willing to accept something. You are not willing to kind of admit to yourself that like this thing is over and you have to accept this. You are very like closed-minded about this. As I said, a lot of kind of closed-minded energy, but it's mostly your ego. Like, it's not the point, like, you are making those illusions for yourself. Like, you are closed-minded because you want this. You are closed-minded because you don't want to let go of this past. You still want to think like there's a chance to fix this. You are still kind of in this mindset that like really close-minded mindset because you want this. You want this mindset because you don't wanna see the truth. Okay, because you don't want to see the truth. That's why you have this closed mindset, because you want to, because you don't want to see the truth. So it's your choice to have this closed-minded, closed mindset. But as I said, with the time, to the end of August, you will kind of back off and give up on that. And we have King of Cups reversed. The King of Cups reversed. And where's my notebook? I kind of know what that mean, but just making sure. Okay, we have cups. Okay, yeah. It's kind of you being naive and feeding yourself with those lies you do for yourself, and kind of this because as I said, it's kind of simple message, like you still want to have this hope, you still want to have this closed-minded, because you still want to have this closed mindset, because you still want to be keep this past, keep this thing that ended, keep those keep this truth away. Okay, it's you kind of feeding yourself with that. Okay, it's you kind of wanting to be naive, and you wanting to be kind of, you know what I mean, it's just like, oh. Okay, so now we'll go to some oracle cards. So the first card is the Angel of Death. Yeah, just something basically ending. So it might be that for most of you this thing will be ending in the August, on the beginning of August, something like that, but there's definitely some death, definitely some ending, something is just completely done. And I mean, it doesn't have to happen in August, it might have happened earlier, but it just, August will be the month where you'll be like going through this ending. The next card is the Angel of New Life. Okay, so it's you kind of having to deal with starting again. Like, this death already happened, but now you kind of have to start the new chapter. Okay, this thing ended, and okay, life moves on, you have to move on too, and that's what August will be mostly about, you moving on, you having to have this clear mindset and starting again with fresh energy, stuff like that, just new beginning, new chapters. And Angel of Snow. So it's you wanting to, as I said, out of kind of escaping, relaxing, trying to, you know, have this light mindset, I would say. I mean, like, just you kind of escaping to this passions and stuff, to you kind of wanting to have this break from those things that are happening. You wanting, you know, to escape this ending that happened. Okay, but next card is the Truth. Yeah, so it's you basically like rejecting this truth in the month of August, but basically at the end it just will come to you whatever you do. So discernment. Yeah, basically, like, message is super simple with those cards. Like, yeah, you don't seeing the truth, like you just closing your eyes, like, yeah, I don't see this, I don't see that truth. No, I don't see this, I choose to not see it. No, I don't see it. I don't see it, and I won't see it until I choose to see it. So yeah, it's basically like, I don't hear what you say. Yeah, it's basically you wanting to have this closed mind, and we will have a wisdom. So I said, for some of you this passion might be about learning something, but yeah, it's basically in August you will be just like gaining some wisdom because of this ending, and you kind of accepting this truth and letting this knowledge about the situation kind of come to you as you get rid of this closed mindset, of this unhealthy mindset. So the message is as soon as you will let go of this closed mindset, the wisdom will come to you, the truth will come to you, and the situation, this thing that ended, the reason for this will come a lot clearer for you as soon as you will let go of this closed mindset. As soon as you will just basically let go. Okay, the wisdom will just come to you, and also from out of the situation you will gain a lot of wisdom also. So we will now have some messages from angels cards. So we have there's something better. Okay, so that's the message for you. There's something better on the way, especially with this card. Like, you see there's something going on, and you will have a chance to use this in the future. So there's something better going to be in this in the near future. Okay, the next card is the situation will improve. So yeah, very simple message, there's something better and the situation will improve. So yeah, and the last card is the don't stop. Okay, so as I said, for some of you, as I said, this might be that the situation is fixable, like this might be not the end, but it is the end for now. But you don't know the future. Like, for some of you, I get the feeling like this situation is totally fixable. The point isn't the situation, the point is your mindset right now. The point is why this ended. And as soon as you will get this closed mindset out, the wisdom will come to you. Okay, so that's a lot of messages I got for you like today, like very clear message, a lot of message. And yeah, so if this resonated, let me know down below in the comments. I would really appreciate this. Like, God, I will really appreciate this. Also, if you like the video, leave a like. If you want to see my face a few times a month, then subscribe. I also do sometimes pick a card readings, and I probably plan to do monthly readings for signs, for love. So yeah, just if you want to stay. And also, if it did not resonate, then check out your moon and rising sign. And yeah, I guess that's it. So have a good day, good night, good month, and basically thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.